Welcome back, everybody. So if you're new here, my name's Alexander and this is our green agenda. So what you're looking at here is a fine piece of, I'm joking, these are Muscovy ducks, and there's two of them here. There's another one over here, but I've got some new arrivals. I have some Shetland ducks, so have a look. There's two of them. They're very kind of cautious of me. I can never get too close. You see, the Muscovies, they're getting used to me. I was up there for like, I was almost a metre close, whereas these guys kind of let me get so far. And if you look closely, you see they've got like kind of mallard colours. The male, you know, if you know ducks, the male duck is normally kind of the most flamboyant one, especially with most birds, really. Now look at him compared to them. But at the same time, like, you can see the difference between them. So this is the female on the left, and on the right is the male. And you can just see on the back of his tail there's a little flick. That's another indication, because sometimes it's quite hard to tell with some type of breed of duck. But you know, I'm learning as we go. And you can see, look, you see Desmond here. He's a Muscovy. But what's he doing with these guys? So while I was putting these guys together, it was a bit of a faff. Like, Desmond chased the hell out of these ducks. He was like pecking them and biting them and stuff. It calmed down after about 10 minutes, and then this happened. Kinky stuff, I tell you. I didn't know it was that rough and ready. I was a bit like, oh. But everyone came, all the ducks came over, and I was just a bit like, what is going on here? Yeah, so Desmond here is a male Muscovy. He's 1 year old. 1 year old? He's 1 year old. He's 1 year old. And these girls, I'm sure I mean, I think birds reach sexual maturity pretty quick. So, yeah, and he hasn't done anything. The amount of times I've been here, because with John, when I'm in there with John, he's just at it all the time. Well, he's got 12 birds compared to 3, but at the same time, you'd think they want to kind of, there's always one that can never jump up as high. Let me just watch this now. Here's a smaller one as well. Go on then, mate. You can do it. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I spoke to the owner of the duck, and he said that he grew up with some khaki Campbells, which are kind of look similar to these ducks. So I think that Desmond thinks he is this type of duck, not a Shetland, but a khaki Campbell, but these look similar to the khaki Campbells. And he told me that when he put Desmond in with some Indian runner ducks, he tried to mount the Indian runner ducks and not the Muscovies. So I kind of wish he told me that beforehand. But now, after being here, like, remember that last scene we saw with these two going at it? Like, I've yet to see them do anything. So now we just got some, like, asexual parade of ducks just eating and making holes. I mean, they aren't doing stuff to the ground. You can see here, this is what ducks do. They just put their bills in the ground and look for worms and grubs and stuff and filter the soil. They're like kind of massive starlings, because starlings do the same thing. So yeah, I'm undecided about what to do with Desmond, because he's kind of spoiling the whole parade. Because in time I would like to have more Muscovies or more Shetlands. Either way, but the Muscovies seem to look after them. Look at those, look at the claws. They're big birds, and they're like I said, I don't feed them as much as I do the chickens, and then they rather wander around and more rather forage and scavenge for their food and stuff, and they're pretty quiet. Like, if you hear all those duck sounds, it's basically the Shetlands making all heap of noise. You see what I mean? Like, Desmond is like protector of them. He doesn't really care about the girls here, which is kind of sad. So but yeah, so we just have to wait and see. I'll just kind of see how things pan out, and then one day I'm going to kind of spend the whole day with them and just see if he does the deed. Because I mean, I'm not here all the time. I've been busy trying to sort stuff out, and the weather's been bonkers up here. Like today, it's freezing right now. That's why I'm trying to rush this vlog. My hands, it's like sunsetting. Sorry, my hands are flipping. It's nippy, and it's been snowing like crazy. Like yesterday, we had about 10-12 snow showers. Anyways, I'm blabbing about the weather. I'm in Scotland. What do I expect? So yeah, but that's the ducks, Shetlands, and they lay pretty much the similar size, similar amount of eggs to the Muscovies each year. So it's about 150, I think, 150 plus. Nothing too crazy, but at the same time enough for me to be able to deal with. So I'm looking forward to them doing the deed. You alright, guys? How's everything? If you notice John, what can you notice with John? Yes, John has a limp. Good old murderous John has a limp, and the reason why, I literally it was the one snowy day. I thought he might have slipped on the snow or something, but what has happened is he realised there's a cockerel in here. In fact, before I talk about John, it'll make sense once you see the new birds. Ta-da! So you remember these two little, the little white chickens? They've grown fast. Chickens grow really fast, mate. So that one there is a female, and this is the male. Watch him. He liked to confront me. That's when I realised. I was like, why are you doing that? He started posturing up to me. And I realised he's a lot bigger than the female, and his comb's starting to get big. I know some, like for example, this is a female and their combs can get really big. But at the same time, he's like, I took him back to the owner. He said, yeah, that's definitely a male. So he said, I can keep him. So, but at the same time, that's the reason why John's got a limp, because my land neighbours, people over there, said they saw John walking on top of this chicken wire, crowing and kicking off. I think because he knows that he's a cockerel. And if you're new here, click the top right of the screen and you will see what John did to my other cockerel. Warning, it's very graphic. But at the same time, that's why I'm trying to get rid of this guy. I've put him out on Instagram and said if he wants a free cockerel, he's only about 14 to 15 weeks. But instead, a lot of people keep saying, eat him. And I'm like, true. But at the same time, like if I can't find him a home, I don't want him to die, because I pretty much want to open it, because I've got a new coop. I forgot about that. I'll talk about that in a sec. But I've got a new coop that I want to put up so then all these guys can get together, because they've been past the quarantine now, and I'm just getting a bit tired of having to jump in here, because I'm in the squat position right now, like bending down, having to crawling here to get the eggs out of this section here, then just to kind of sort these guys out. But if they're in one big community, it's a lot easier for me, and then I can start doing a divider in between and start kind of doing the whole planting some vegetables, because we've got our seedlings. The seedlings are sprouted now, and if you want to know how to germinate your seeds pretty speedy, click the top right of the screen. Hopefully you have a sense of humour when you watch this video too. So, but yeah, so these are the new girls. Look at the colours on that one over there though. Very lovely. And that's an older white hen. She's these guys are about maybe 25 weeks old. So they've started laying and doing their thing. So, happy chickens. And yeah, they're getting about 3 eggs a day. Thought there'd be 4, but I think the one that just ran in she's quite young too. So I'm getting 3 eggs from these chickens. And yeah. So, but I might do though, if no one wants to take the cockerel, sounds weird, but I might put him with the ducks, because I don't think even if we were to eat him, I don't think he's big enough yet. So I think I'll kind of put him over there, so then he can strut with the ducks. I know it'll be a bit of a weird one. Perhaps it'll be the bachelor pad. Perhaps he might even get the chick ducks get the ducks on it. I don't know. I have no idea. Put a spanner in the works, innit? But anyways, let's see how John's doing. Hello there. This is that one who likes to escape. I remember when I used to live in Claddock, in the old Croft. This one used to escape all the time. If I were to clip I haven't clipped any of the chickens' wings. I have done with the ducks. But if I were to clip any wing, it would be that chicken there. But have a look at John's leg. I don't know what he did, but we're gonna have to put him in salt water. I've checked it. There's no cuts or anything. I feel like he's just kind of sprained it or something. But he still does the deed. He still jumps on the girls' backs. What he does, he kind of gets them in underneath these pallets and like make sure they can't like fall over and stuff. And then he does the deed. So we have to wait and see. There, this is the chicken. This is the weird chicken. He walks kind of crazy. You know, I'm talking about you. But hey, yes. So new coop. New coop's going to be going right here. It's quite big. It's 3.6. long. Well, let me just show you. There's no me blabbing about it. Let's have a look. Here is the coop. It's all flat packed right now. But tomorrow we're going to be putting it up. So yeah, it's about 3.6 long, 2.4 deep, 1.6 at the front, and then it peaks, or it's what's the word, pitched roof, and 1.4 at the back. So it's enough so I can kind of hunch in and kind of get in there and give a good old rake, because I'm still going to do the deep litter system. So yeah, it's working well with the paper, by the way. Paper absorbs a lot of stench. It's a high carbon. I know it sticks together, but it's fine afterward, because so you're only going to clean it like twice a year. Some people do it once a year. I might even do that. You know what I mean? Because it's a big space now. You just have to kind of till it every so often. The thing is, the chickens do that for you. Like, I've gone in there and they've just been fluffing up and making a mess. Well, not a mess in my eyes, but at the same time they're fluffing it over, getting the worms excited and kind of aerating the soil themselves. So yeah, this is going to go up tomorrow. So looking forward to it, weather permitting. So. But yeah, exciting times. I've also planted a fair amount of trees in here. So this is cedar's tree. We bought it when it was born. It's a blue cedar. It looks terrible. They can't hack this weather. the wind and everything just burns them out. They need a good old windbreak for them to look kind of fantastic. So what I might do is kind of plant it up and then keep cutting it so it thickens up at the bottom, kind of promote more growth at the bottom down here. And this is our engagement tree. Looks awful. It's still alive though, just about. It's just about surviving, so I need to cut a lot off. The deer had to go over there, the buggers, but it's still alive and green in here, but I need to plant that up. I even been planting a banana tree, but I thought I'd give that a go and see how that goes. I'm now a bit of a wild one. It's freezing cold now though. But down there, if you just about see, sorry for the weird angles, but that's an Agnes, which is a nitrogen fixer. Autumnal is its another name, and over there's a Fatsia japonica, lovely shrub, evergreen, good berries for the birds, and flowers for the flies and the late pollinators, and la-di-da. And if you come down here, have a look guys, I'm whispering now, but look, have a look what I noticed the other day. So 1, 2, 3, Thor, is she in there? She's not in there, I'm not sure, but look, we've got a nest, we've got a thrush nest. So yeah, that's a song thrush nest, and apparently they lay up to like maybe 4, 5 to 6 eggs in a clutch. And I haven't seen her all day though, a bit worried, slightly worried, and it's freezing as well. She better get on those eggs, mate, because it is nippy. Because normally she like bounces around here once I put some like bread down and stuff and food for the chickens. I see her every so often bounce around with them. But hey, anyways guys, thank you very much, and hopefully you like that update, and make sure you come back for when we put up the chicken coop and the new nest box and stuff like that, and start to do the divider, because we've got all our plants, all our seeds are starting to pot up, so then we can start planting them in here and getting the system up and running. So peace and hugs, love you long time, and remember, it's not just my agenda. So my nose is running. It's yours. It's yours too.